I'm cut from a different cloth, nigga. Fuck wrong with you, nigga? You gonna look a grown-ass man in his fucking eyes, nigga. Tell me that shit, nigga.
Cut from a different cloth. Fuck is that, Velcro? Fuck is wrong with him? Huh?
See what you get, pussy ass nigga. Nigga, we gonna talk about you, hoe ass nigga. Now what? Take all you niggas on. Like I said before, man. Them niggas ain't about that shit. They talk on it. Bring your ass on.
Take it. Hold on. I just want to say, I got respect for you. I ain't never disrespected, acting like I never have respect for you. I do got respect for you. But the thing that I can't stand, the one thing I can't stand is when you saying LeBron James is a role player. I don't like that, bro.
He is. What happened down the stretch of the game?
How is he?
What happened? Hold on. I'm gonna prove it right now.
That don't
when
make
he
no
was the
sense.
king, hold on. When he was the king of Akron, when he was the king of Cleveland, when he was on his fucking throne, did he not get up and leave? When the pressure got too much for him, did he not get up and leave?
The only reason that happened was because it wasn't red for him.
I'm asking you a
right,
question.
but it wasn't red for him.
LeBron James got up and left for two reasons. One, Delonte West was fucking his mother, and the locker room was toxic. You can't trust your players. How can you trust them on the court? Y'all don't have no type of trust if dude fucking your mother, and I'm pretty sure other players knew before LeBron found out. Also, he couldn't beat Boston Big Three with the help that he had, because we seen the numbers that he put up in the finals. He was doing a lot on his own offensively. He really couldn't do too much. Like, if he'd have averaged 50, 60, average 60, maybe they'd have won. But he couldn't do all that with that team. So that's two reasons why he left. And if you check out Wade's interview that says that's the reason why they tanked up, you'll understand that was just foolishness.
No lie, I'm in Chicago. I'm about to figure everything out with my agent. Henry Thomas, he said, hey, LeBron and Leon want to talk to us.
Are you thinking about leaving at the same time?
I am. I'm considering Chicago at that time. They got Derrick Rose. They got a good core. He's thinking the same thing.
What that feel like when he say you want to play together? Cause y'all used to bang.
Well, first of all, I love my matchup versus Brown.
LeBron through the crowd, Wade with a block.
And then it was like, okay, all right, well, me and you gonna do this, but we can't do it alone. Who else can do it with us? Bosh. Chris was 100% in. He was shocked, first of all. Y'all was the sole reasons that we got together. We can't compete with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen, and Rondo. And he was shocked, first of all. Y'all was the sole reasons that we got together. We can't compete with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen, and Rondo. Y'all was the sole reasons that we got together. We can't compete with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen, and Rondo. We got to get that toughness. We got to get that togetherness. If we don't get that, we don't beat them. When we met y'all in the playoffs, we feel like we're prepared and ready.
Now, the funny thing is, ESPN tried to cut out the part where Wade says he gave the team to LeBron, and that's how they became a championship team, and they couldn't do it without him being the leader and the best player on the team. So does LeBron control the media? I don't believe that, because ESPN wouldn't have cut that out. Here go the part they cut out.
Are you thinking about leaving at the same time?
I am. I'm considering Chicago at that time. They got Derrick Rose, young Derrick Rose before his MVP season.
Young Derrick.
They got Luau, they got Joakim, they got a good core. So I say, what you thinking? He's thinking the same thing. I say, well, what are you looking at? He say, Chicago. I say, me too. So that's how it started. And it got to the point where it was like, yo, we need to meet face to face. It's like, all right, let's meet face to face.
I already know what that is, town business.
Face to face went to, hey, I've led the league in scoring. Hey, I've done this. I'm tired of doing that. You wanna play together? I was like, damn right I want to play together. Like, let's do it.
What that feel like when he say you want to play together? He's like, what? Cause y'all used to bang, bro.
Well,
Y'all used to bang.
I love my matchups versus Brown.
LeBron through the crowd, Wade with a block.
Don't take your eye off this game.
There's three on the way. And what else would you expect? Wade with the steal and the slam.
Yeah, baby.
Kobe, Bron, like,
Right.
I live for those matchups. But at this moment, I'm not thinking about those matches. I'm thinking about competing to try to win a championship. And I see the look in his eyes, and I know that he's like, he needs it. You know what I'm saying? Like he listen, all this King James, all this don't matter right now. Like, I need it. I need to get there. So I'm like, you know what? I'm at the same place, you at the same place. We both saying the right things. We both saying it don't matter about MVPs, it don't matter about scoring leads, it don't matter about this. It just matter about getting to that championship. And then it was like, okay, all right, well, me and you gonna do this, but we can't do it alone. Who else can do it with us? We go down a list of players. And it was no brainer. It was like, Bosh.
For real?
Wow. Because we're looking at the free agents. Amari was a free agent. Carlos Boozer was a free agent. We know we need another big guy. So I was like, CB, one, personalities, right? Amari got two.
Amari got a big personality too.
So we got me and Brian person. We got two alphas. Amari, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, okay.
And he from Florida. Oof.
And he wanted to come, you know, he wanted to come.
And
like,
he a young Amari too.
Yeah, before he went to the Knicks, Amari. Ooh. So we talked, but it was like, and then we talked about Chicago with Derrick Rose. Like, okay, how would this work? EPG, I need the ball, you need the ball. Can that work? Sound good. I don't know if it can work. So like, really, we sitting there and we trying to put this thing together. As we going through the process, trying to figure out like what we, you know, what's our next steps. And then we got a chance to say, you know what, let's talk with Bosh, because me and Bosh had the same agent.
Oh, wow.
We all got a chance to sit down and talk. Chris was 100% in. He was shocked, first of all. Like, when we had the meeting, Chris was like, wait, y'all want to play together? All three of us? He was like, yeah. He was like, I'm in. Like, that's simple.
No-brainer, right?
He was like, for real? I'm in. And then we started the process, because we had to compete against y'all. We had to compete against some real champions. We can't compete with Paul Pierce, Kevin Garnett, and Ray Allen, and Rondo. We couldn't compete. We got to get that toughness. We got to get that togetherness. If we don't get that, we don't beat them.
Right.
It became more than just talent. It became mental game. Y'all beat people mentally. Y'all was like the big brothers beating up on the little brothers, right? And during the regular season, we wasn't ready. Y'all was smashing us.
Crowd on its feet here in Boston. James blocked from behind by Garnett. And the Celtics winning in.
When we met y'all in the playoffs, we feel like we're prepared and ready.
With an explosive move, putting on a show here.
That was serious, man. Those was battles. And screaming, Bron at the other end screaming. This ain't the finals.
Right.
This is like, I think this was like second round that year. But that's how much it meant to us. You know what I'm saying? Like, it meant so much to us because, like, we felt validated.
Right.
Because, like, y'all was a great champion. In the second year, when we came back after losing in the finals, that's when I came back with a whole new makeup.
It looked different. The body looked different.
It looked different. I felt different. And that's the moment where I told Brian, you know, I told him that summer, I said, hey, one of the hardest things I ever had to do, I had to turn it over to him.
Smart. That was probably one of the smartest moves because he was ready, too.
And he was ready.
He was hungry.
And
he was hungry, dog.
We all needed him to be what God gave him. We needed it, you know, and I didn't want him looking over his shoulder. Because the first year, it was, you know, it's Wade County.
No doubt.
We both, and then think about it, we come from where, yeah, you younger than me and I'm a little older, but like, I feel like I'm better than you. You feel like you better than me. We going at it. And then we got to become teammates. But I still got that, yo, I'm one of the top players in this league. No. He's like, I'm the top player. You know, so it's like, you know, no disrespect to Cole, but I'm talking about as a young generation coming up, we both looking at each other like, no, I'm the best. But we playing with each other.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? And it's taken away from both of our greatness. So I'm like, okay, how can we get to that where we trying to go? I gotta allow him, the younger guy, the one who I see where he going. I can see where he can go. I gotta allow him to go and take the keys.
Who helped initiate that? Pat Riley? It's hard for you to be
That's
able
me.
to. That's you. Just let me holler at you, Joe.
I did that.
Yeah.
I sat down and I thought long and hard about what I wanted out of this. I had to give him the confidence to take over and be one of the game's greatest players. Work at this, and I thought I worked until I seen him work. I was like, oh, I gotta step it up. I gotta work even harder. At that time, I've never seen nobody take care of their body. Like, I seen vets going out, ice, and do some treatment. I never seen nobody 24/7 have somebody taking care of them, getting treatment around the clock, doing all these things right out there, getting the shakes, like all this little stuff. I never seen nobody doing that, so I was like, oh, let me take my chef serious and not have him making me fried chicken. So, like, I started picking up certain things that they did to make them successful.
When LB left, him leaving was going to be like it was.
So after 4 years, I was like, man, hey, go back home, bro. Hey, Good luck. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for coming here for these 4 years and what we did. I appreciate that. When it happened, I was like, I get it. He's now ready to go back and do what he eventually did, was put on for a city.
Do you get a sense that he always had that in him? Like, man, I want to do this for Cleveland, where I'm from.
I always knew it. I mean, it's not nothing that we talked about, but
Inadvertently,
yeah, I knew it. But he doing it in Miami. It's different. It's at the end of the day, call it what it is. Miami is Wade County. So you doing it in Wade County still. You know what I mean? And he got the opportunity to go back and do it at his home.
I like to think that when you gave him those keys, bro, he has never turned back. He's never reverted back to what I knew him to be. The kid that ripped the jersey off in Boston. that 23 is dug underneath the TD bank, you know what I'm saying? Right? But he has never reverted back to that.
No.
He's taken the horns, and I thought that he had learned something in Miami and felt confident enough to take it back to Cleveland.
I'm a dude, it's my city, and my state happy, and that's why I came back. I love you, I'm back.
So of course LeBron left, but the reasoning that Ticket trying to tell y'all why he left is not the real reason why he left. He didn't leave because of pressure. The man came out of high school, was on the cover of Sports Illustrated when he was 17. The pressure never got to him. Except 2011. I'll say that. He choked 2011. But he didn't leave back in 2010 because of the pressure. He left because he knew he couldn't do nothing with that team, and he couldn't trust the front office. He couldn't trust his teammates because niggas fucking my mother. The whole locker room know I'm just a laughing stock in Cleveland right now. So I gotta leave. And besides all that, besides this king shit, besides me being the best player, besides all that, I still want to win a championship, and I can't get past Boston. All these all-stars I gotta play against, and veterans who have championship, who's a championship team and have championship experience. I can't get past them with these niggas. I can't get past them with these dudes, and they can't go and get the people I want because most people don't even want to live in Cleveland. So I gotta find a way to get me a better team. I gotta find a way to get this done. I don't care. I just want to win. Not because the pressure just was overwhelming. Nah, he had to get a team together, and this what created the LeBron that we see today, that able to be a GM off the court on an off season and recruit players, or go team up with players and get a team together that Cleveland couldn't give him and didn't want to give him, because you know the owner never liked him. Even before he left, the owner didn't like him. So let's get that in order first. You dig what I'm saying? And as far as the league was pushing him and wanted him to win, no, that's not true. Everybody knew Kobe was going to get that chip. The whole league was rooting for Kobe, the guy with the experience. They not rooting for the guy with no experience to beat Kobe Bryant, who have experience playing the Robin to Shaq and got 3 rings. So he already know how to win. LeBron James didn't go to high school. He didn't have no mentors to teach him how to win. Kobe already went through that 3 times. He know how to win. He got the championship DNA. He got it when he came to Lakers, and him and Shaq went to that 3-peat. So he already know how to win. Jordan, he went to college. He learned how to win through college. They had good coaches, both Kobe and LeBron. Kobe and Michael Jordan. Phil Jackson. LeBron never had a great coach. And any NBA analyst will tell you that. LeBron never had a great coach. He never had a great GM. That's why he went out and started doing the shit himself. And that's another thing that separates himself from a lot of players. And I'm going to show you Kobe speaking on LeBron and telling you that he have a good relationship with him and how he feel about his game and such and such. You dig what I'm saying? See, people won't put things in perspective for you because they need a narrative to run with. This is a debunk. And if you feel as though none of this is true, it's all, bruh, I'm showing you the video. I'm playing it for you. I'm playing the audio for you. So you could try to debunk me all you want. Come on, debate it. Let's go. I got all the proof, bro. But this the shit that other motherfuckers ain't gonna show you because they need that narrative to run with. But a nigga like me, I don't need no narrative. I just go out the facts. And I'm gonna bring you all the facts.
It wasn't red for
No.
him. That's
I'm asking
why.
you a question. I'm
Yes.
asking you a question.
Yes,
Did he
you
not
right.
get up and leave?
Yes, he left.
Right,
But
because
I'm
the
telling
pressure.
you,
Hold on.
don't.
Because
The
the
reason
pressure
why
got too
because
big for that nigga.
it wasn't red for him. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't
It wasn't
red for
what?
him. It wasn't
wasn't
red
what?
for him. It wasn't red
wasn't
for
red.
him. It wasn't red for him to win. That's
What
why.
you mean
That's why
red?
he always
Nigga, the
took the
whole
money
system,
every
nigga.
time.
Hold on, tell
It wasn't
me.
red for
The
him.
whole system was set up for him. What are you talking about?
No, it
Nigga,
wasn't red
the
for him.
NBA,
Take
hold
it.
on.
That's what I'm
The
trying to
NBA
tell
put all
you.
his marketing. Hold on, bro. You're wrong. The NBA put all his marketing behind him. They
Why
wasn't
you
trying to push Kobe.
think about this?
They was
Think about
off
this for a
Kobe.
minute. Why you think
Bro, they
MJ?
was
Think
off
about
Kobe.
MJ. Why you think MJ
Because if we
always
gonna
betting on
speak,
himself?
hold on, bro, hold
What?
on. If we gonna speak, we gotta speak facts. They was off Kobe, bro. They was off Kobe. They was trying to hand it to LeBron. That's why they had the LeBron and Kobe dolls. And go back and look. LeBron was picked to win the finals. All 3 of them years, Kobe was in the championship rounds. Period, nigga. He had the best team in the NBA. He had the coach of the year, and he was an MVP.
And I'm
2 times,
telling you,
nigga.
he took the
times.
money. He
2
took the
times.
money. That's what happened. He took the money.
No. I'm
It
asking you a
wasn't
question.
red
I
for
said
him.
2 times. No, 2 times. 2 times. He won the MVP in 2009 and 2010. He ain't even get to the finals. But and who went home with the chip, nigga? Kobe. You stay right there, Lamont. I got something for your ass next.
Yeah,
I'm gonna deal with him first.
You right. Look. Take it. All I gotta say is, I respect everybody.
I'm
That's all I gotta say.
I'm asking you a question, my nigga. Okay, let me ask you this question. When Michael Jordan, my nigga, when Michael Jeffrey Jordan, when he lost to the Pistons and was getting his ass kicked, right? Everybody was saying the system was rigged for him. But he was still getting his ass kicked by the Pistons. Did he get up and run away, nigga?
No, he didn't.
He went and got in the weight room. He went and got in the weight room. Hold on. He went and got in the weight room and made his teammates better. That's what the fuck he did.
Now, was the NBA marketing LeBron? Yes, they would. Because they believe Kobe's coming out the West, and they believe LeBron was coming out the West, East. Not because they thought he was going to win the chip. They believe he was coming out the East. They marketed both of them. That's where the dolls came from, the LeBron puppet. Y'all remember the commercials, if y'all old enough. Y'all remember the commercials with the puppets, like the crank yankers, them puppets, Kobe and LeBron. And LeBron didn't make it, and the Kobe puppet was like, oh man, come on, LeBron. Yeah, they was marketing both of them to build up the ratings for the finals. Not that they was trying to rig it for LeBron. This dude, he really don't know much about basketball, and that's why he could shine on him like that. But he can't do that with somebody who actually know what's going on. Yes, they was trying to market him. That's 2 different things from, oh, they wanted him to win the finals. Yeah, his coach got coach of the year. Nick Nurse got coach of the year. Fuck is you talking about? There's a reason why he got coach of the year. Because LeBron, the Cavaliers had 1 all-star. They had 1 star. No, not 1 all-star. They had 1 star. 1 superstar. Mo Williams was an all-star. But everybody know, come on, like Mo Williams. Seriously, what he do before he got with LeBron and what he do after LeBron. That's why they said LeBron elevate players. He make them all-stars. Ilgauskas. Before LeBron got there, he made the all-star team 1 time. The year LeBron got there, he didn't make the all-star. Then the following year, LeBron helped him make the all-star team again. Then after that, Ilgauskas never made the all-star team again. There's no context when these niggas speak. So I'm going to bring the context. Now, let me jump back to Nick Nurse real quick. Kawhi's gone. Pascal Siakam becomes an all-star. Kyle Lowry was already an all-star. They still a top team. They still get to the playoffs, get to the second round. That's why Nick Nurse was got coach of the year. Because he still was a top team without Kawhi, and he should have got it. I'm not sure. No, Dwayne Casey got it. But he still, that's what I'm saying. He was a good team before Kawhi got there. And that's why Dwayne Casey got it. You dig what I'm saying? The year that they lost to LeBron. And then Nick Nurse, did he get it that year or did he get it 2 years in a row? I'm not sure. But this year, the reason why he got it was because Kawhi was gone and he still was a top team. That proved that they was already a good team without Kawhi Leonard. And Dwayne Casey got fired, but that's when Nick Nurse took over. They was already a good team. And once Kawhi left, they still a good team. That's why Nick Nurse got Coach of the Year. Because Pascal Siakam went from most improved to an all-star. That's the context that comes along with this shit that these people don't give you because they don't know how to break down the game. They don't understand the NBA. They don't understand basketball. I don't see what you niggas don't see. I don't see what you niggas see. Because if these niggas can't explain this shit to you, then they capping. Because they either know it and don't want to tell you, or they just don't know it. But I know it. That's why Nick Nurse got Coach of the Year, and that's why LeBron coach got Coach of the Year back then. He was the only top player in the league on that team with a bunch of scrubs, and he was trying to take them to the finals. He had the best record, and they was doing their thing. It's just nobody was able to stop Dwight Howard in them in that playoff series, because when Dwight Howard got to the finals, his numbers went down. You got Gasol in them able to guard Dwight Howard. Yeah, his numbers went down. That's a big difference. Cavaliers had nobody to guard Dwight Howard. He abused them boys. And just like this year right now, like I told y'all, Dwight Howard can still score. He can still put up a 30 and 20 game. But he coming off the bench. And he's still a defensive monster. So next year, if the Lakers don't sign him, he's still going to be a beast for any other team that want to pick him up. And if they let him start, he's going to demand that he be a bigger part of the offense like he's been doing all year with the Lakers. But he's not a bigger part of the offense right now because he's coming off the bench. Now, let me play some more evidence for you illiterate motherfuckers that think Tigger know what he talking about. Now, this dude he talking to, he really don't know what he talking about. But he knows deep down, Tigger don't know what the fuck he talking about, calling this man a role player and the catman he doing right now. But I'm going to show you that he catman. I'm going to debunk it all.
That's why we say he a role player, because he a front runner. When he was supposed to be the man, when he was supposed to be the man, he could not rebuild that team. With the Los Angeles Lakers, only thing they did is add Pau Gasol to Kobe. He instantly went to the NBA Finals. Period. 3 years in a row.
Look, take it. Look, I respect.
And that system wasn't rigged for him.
I respect your
opinion. The system wasn't rigged for Kobe.
I respect your opinion, but this is just me, bro. This is how I feel. I feel like he's not, bro. That's just me. That's just me. That's how.
Bro,
that's just the way I feel.
The system was not rigged for Kobe. Kobe went to the NBA Finals 3 years in a row after the system was against him, and won 2 of them. Period. That's what you call an alpha. LeBron James had to go team up with a dude who already won a chip. Then after he did that, after he felt like that situation wasn't right, he jumped off the bandwagon and went and formed another super team back in Cleveland.
But at the same time, was Kyrie winning championships though? Was he? Was Kyrie winning championships?
But you're not hearing what I'm saying. LeBron wasn't winning chips. Hold on. But LeBron wasn't winning before D-Wade. So what does that mean? Hold on, let me finish. What does that mean? What does that mean? That means they needed each other. That means they needed each other. That's what that means.
You're right.
Hold on. That means they needed each other. The same way Shaq needed Kobe. The same way Shaq needed Kobe. And Kobe needed Shaq at first. And then Kobe proved to you he didn't need Shaq to win championship. Shaq proved that he needed another elite guard to win championship.
I give him that. Because
Kobe didn't need Shaq to win chips.
But
that's a fact.
The other credit I give him is
and then check this out.
The league was
check this out.
Fucking with
the nigga got swept out the finals by the same team that had to go 6 games with the Clippers without Kawhi and Paul George.
That case was dropped before 2005.
He got swept.
So he was
Yeah,
cleared.
I mean, look, man, look.
And the best player on that
all
team
the
was Lou
allegations was
Williams.
over with. It was like,
That's
yeah,
a
they
fact.
played with him.
This is just the way I feel. I feel like the man ain't a
LeBron
role
made it to
player.
the finals
That's just
2007 and was suspected to make it to the finals 2009 against Kobe. So all that sexual assault shit was over with. So let me get that clear right there. It was over with well before 2009. 2007, LeBron James made it to the finals. You hear me? LeBron James made it to the finals. He was the only all-star on his team, the only superstar. With a bunch of, they was okay on this defense. Individually, collectively, they was great defensively. Individually, they was not a great defensive team, defensive players. You dig what I'm saying? And he dragged that team to the fucking finals against Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, and Tim Duncan. 3 all-stars. Duncan already a championship player. Tony Parker. Manu Ginobili. Manu Ginobili was the new asset and was an all-star against just LeBron. And this is what reminds you of 2009. Reason why he left 2010, because like I just showed you, the big 3 Boston, he had to battle 3 all-stars again by himself. I don't want to hear nothing about Mo Williams. Mo Williams did some shit, and he was only an all-star because he was playing beside LeBron, getting wide open looks and shit. So let's put shit in perspective and add some context to this shit, because these niggas will lie to you all day if you don't know what's going on. And I understand a lot of people don't do research. A lot of people don't know what's going on. But I'm going to tell you. Now, let's get to when LeBron left after the Delonte West situation and all that. I showed you the shit with Wade and KG. Let's get to this. Yes, they was marketing LeBron and Kobe. Stop lying. They was marketing both of them. They was hyping up the ratings for the finals. LeBron didn't make it. No, the NBA is not rigged. Like Ticket and them always be trying to say it's rigged for LeBron. He'd have made it that year if it was rigged. Shut the fuck up. But I'm ready to show you. Better yet, I'm going to play this shit
Kobe
right
on the
now.
court games during the 2010 offseason. Kobe had just come off a Game 7 victory over the Boston Celtics, sealing a back-to-back championship. And yet, there was of course only one thing on Kobe's mind: another championship. On the NBA's mind, though, and on every television set, was LeBron James's decision, his decision to leave Cleveland for Miami. Well, Kobe apparently sent quite the text message to James, and that message went like this, according to Kevin Ding. Go ahead and get another MVP if you want, and find the city you want to live in. But we're going to win the championship. Don't worry about it. Gotta love Kobe trying to get in LeBron's head. We hear about all that trash talk that goes on, but actually getting to read a text like this feels kind of like a peek behind the curtain, so to speak. Now, of course, for Kobe and the Lakers, you know how the story goes. The Lakers didn't win a championship that next year and have yet to win another. But nevertheless, a great snippet from Kevin Ding.
General smack talk, you know how it goes, man. It's just, I've known LeBron for a long time, man. He's really a good friend of mine, and it's just, it's just normal banter that goes on, man. Well, I think that, I know him pretty well, and I know the type of person that he is. And he's the type of person that's, first of all, he's a workaholic, he's a gym rat, and he's constantly learning, trying to make himself better. So, it's just a matter of him figuring out how he wants to go about closing games. And, that's how I approach it. I don't look at it as, he shies away from the moment, he's scared of the moment.
You're an alpha person.
Take yourself out the conversation, Kobe. Who's the best player in the NBA? And second of all, if you had to start a team with yourself, who would you draft?
Take myself out of the equation. Who's the best player in the NBA?
Yep.
LeBron James.
All right. Now, if you had to draft a team, would it be LeBron?
Question.
Now, do what? If I had to draft what?
If you had to draft a team, who would be the first teammate you had?
If I draft a team, the first teammate that I would have?
Yeah, who would be your first pick?
LeBron James. To play alongside of me, I pick LeBron, no question.
You see that? 2010. the NBA was marketing LeBron against Kobe again, because Kobe was running the league. Back-to-back titles. You dig what I'm saying? And the thing is, they not going to tell you that. They was marketing both of them again, because, yes, a lot of people wanted LeBron to get his first chip, but the NBA is not rigged, so they let them get there and tear each other apart. And everybody was looking at it like Kobe the best in the league at the time. A lot of people thought LeBron was the best, but all right, look, Kobe was the best at the time. And they was looking at it, LeBron about to take the crown from him. It's about to be the torch passed. But guess what happened? Same shit that happened in 2009. LeBron didn't hold up his end of the bargain and make it to the finals. Same shit with Kobe. He didn't hold up his end of the bargain and make it to the finals. You know who the NBA was not pushing? They was not behind Dirk Nowitzki and the Dallas Mavericks, who swept Kobe and the Lakers, the defending champs. And then gentlemen swept the Miami Heatles. That's what happened. But they're not going to tell you that because it don't fit the narrative. This is what fuck reporters do. That's bad journalism. They're not going to give you all the facts because they need a narrative. I don't need no fucking narrative. This shit is for fun. So I'm going to just bring you the facts. This shit is sports, bro. This shit is just fun. They was marketing both of them. Kobe didn't make it. So LeBron had to deal with Dirk. And Dirk tore them niggas apart. We ain't even going cat. We ain't even going sugarcoat it. He tore them niggas apart. He was the quiet assassin that nobody expected to get there. He ran through the West. He ran through the Lakers. Ran through them, bruh. Go back and look at the film. He ran through them niggas. And he made it to the finals and he ran through Miami. That's what happened. LeBron choked. And you see why, as Wade explained it, why they choked, because you had two alphas not knowing when to go, who gonna be the closer, who is the alpha on the team, until Wade said, you know what, I gotta give him the keys. I see the greatness in you, I gotta let you do it, because you actually the better player. And if I want to get what I want to get out of this, I gotta let you be the better player. I gotta let you take over the team. I'm handing you the team now. Even though my city, my county will not allow you to take over and be the top dude in this county because it's Wade County. But it's your team. And that's a big reason why LeBron left. He had to go door for his city and show that that wasn't just a one-off. He wasn't just being taught by Wade to only win in Miami. He's now a championship guy. Then he called dude a role player. Dude never been a role player. He always been that guy. And I will say this. I would say he was a Robin his first year in Miami. Jay Will was actually right about that because they was fighting over who is the alpha and who is the Batman. And that's why they didn't make it. They didn't have their shit together. And LeBron froze up in the finals. Second year, like Wade said, I had to give him the team. I had to give him the keys. Now he's the Batman. He's the leader. And I taught him everything I know to be a champion. And that's where you see the LeBron that you see today. You dig what I'm saying? You got to put shit in context. You got to know what actually is going on. There's no way he's a role player. That's just straight up capping, straight up hate. Even Kobe said that man was the best player in the league. He took himself out of the equation because he a competitor. No competitor is going to say, oh, he better than me. No, every player in the NBA, all the top superstars believe they the best. Look at what Giannis said this year. He believed he was the best and called LeBron a top 3 player in the league. And then LeBron whipped his ass when they seen him in the season, in the regular season, to remind him, bro, you ain't even on my level yet. But that's the competitiveness of these players. They can never just say, oh, he's better than me. Nah, why the fuck would I do that? At the same time, I'm trying to get my money. Why would I say somebody else is better than me? But for sure, these niggas not role players. You ain't got a cat. Keep it 100. Get these people the facts. Add the context. LeBron's career, he's been doing it as a leader. He's been clutch throughout his whole career. A lot of y'all didn't see him in the beginning stages of his career. He's been clutch his whole career because, like I just said, he didn't have no help because he had to take them shots. He didn't have nobody to pass it to that shoots better than him because he had to take them shots and he was hitting them. Look at the numbers. Look at the numbers against Kobe in the clutch when it comes to MJ, LeBron, and Kobe. Kobe at the very last when it comes to clutch performance out of them three. Yes, Kobe is clutch. I don't never want y'all to fuck that up and say that man ain't clutch. He is clutch. But he's not more clutch than LeBron. He's not more clutch than Jordan. Don't forget that shit. And he said something about LeBron couldn't rebuild this team. Y'all call him Le GM. That tells you right there he put together his teams. He know how to rebuild a team. He know how to rebuild a championship team like he did when he went back to Cleveland. And everybody talking about this is super team, this is super team. All right, I give you that because I believe any team with 3 All-NBA players, all defensive players, or the mixture of the 3 and all-stars on the team, that many, yes, you consider a super team. Same shit Kobe had. And Kobe tried it again when he went and got Dwight Howard and Steve Nash. I don't want to hear shit about Boston. Oh, they was old as shit. They was this, that, and the third. No, they was the oldest one was as old as LeBron is right now. They was all all-stars. 2010, Boston had 4 all-stars. So when Kobe went and got them dudes and still had Gasol along with Howard and Nash, that was 4 all-stars. And it flopped. They didn't go nowhere. And I don't want y'all to get in here and start trying to rip Kobe because I'm a Laker fan and I love Kobe. I'm a diehard Kobe fan. But I don't make a myth out of nobody's career. Kobe didn't learn how to be a champion until Shaq left. And Shaq went and showed you, I'm a great player, I'm an elite center, and all I need is another player that could drop 20 a game. And that's what he did. He went and got Wade. And Wade dropped 20 a game. And although I give you this, I love Wade. He's one of my favorite players, top 5 in my opinion, as the players that I root for, my favorite players. He took over that finals, and Shaq didn't show up how he should have showed up. But he still was an elite center at that time and got that chip without Kobe. Kobe, bruh, we gave Kobe hell before he got them rings because he had to prove that he was a champion and not just a sidekick. He had to prove that. Same standards that we hold it to LeBron, he had got to prove that he a champion, he could win for the Lakers. That's what we held Kobe to. Bruh, you got to go out there and win as a leader, as a champ, because you chase Shaq away. Yeah, you got your 3 rings playing the Scottie Pippen role. But can you lead us to the chip since you cried back in the 90s? You was crying in one of the trade. And then in the 2000s, you cried about a trade again because you felt as though they wasn't focused on winning the chip. And you wanted to leave and go to Chicago, and you was going to go either to Chicago or to the Clippers. You threatened us multiple times about that you was going to get traded. You was going to force a trade. And he came out on top and he got them chips, bro. That's why I respect Kobe the way I respect him. But I'm not going to make a myth out of his career. I'm not going to say that he was better than LeBron. I'm not going to say that he had the same responsibilities that LeBron had throughout his whole career, because he didn't. LeBron had that #1 leadership, the #1 champion leadership his whole career. That's what separates him from Kobe. And when the analysts be saying that shit and y'all get mad This is the reason why they say it, because LeBron always been the #1 guy. Kobe ain't always been the #1 guy. He learned how to be that #1 guy going through the trials and tribulations once Shaq left. See, they don't give you the context with this shit. That's why y'all don't understand what the fuck be going on. So stop talking if you don't understand and just listen to the shit.
Who the greatest player is of all time? Who you gonna say?
LeBron James, greatest player, basketball player of all time. That's crazy.
That's crazy.